switching my vibe. When I'm trying to kill the vibe. When I'm trying to waste my time. I'm just.
What's poppin' YouTube? It's your girl Ray Lovely and welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna start with my hair right now because I'm getting ready for the day and there's a lot that I put and said in that title that I'm gonna get into today while I do my makeup and get ready. As you guys know, I'm a very motivated individual and I just ran out of fuel. I just burnt out. Feel like I was going dumb hard for a really long time, just on a lot of things. Personal growth, you know? And I eventually just burnt out. I don't know how else to put it. I can't do my makeup until my hair is done. But anyways, I thought everybody's just, you know, trying to put on a little facade online, and I'm just not about that life. But now I'm about that life because my lips are ready to start flapping. Like, I'm ready to just start talking again. I'm just like, I don't know, keeping it real. Like, everybody knows that I go hard, you know? I grind, I get money, but I never said I was rich yet. So I want to share my grind and just like my journey with my true listeners. That's all it really is. Like, there's no point in like sugarcoating it or trying to make it like a sweet story and shit. Like, I'm on a real grind. Like, I'm not trying to do this for pretend. Like, I'm not doing this for like I want 2 likes. Like, it's something that I love, and it's also not a hobby though. So everyone's gonna go through their times where they just, you know, everyone's gonna go through their times where, you know, everything's not always like perfect. Sorry, I had to throw something. But yeah, I feel like there was a point in the pandemic where I just lost my mind because I don't know, nothing was making sense, and I think it's just weird. I changed the angle. So basically, I don't know, I just had a lot going on, guys. I just had a lot going on, and like, I'm still a normal person, even though like I'm grinding for something really big, you know? And like, this year, I feel like I'm just ready to like share all of my talents with the world because it was never just music, and I love music. Like, I'm indebted to that. Like, I'm married to the music all day. I'm married to arts and entertainment. I'm married to this shit. Like, there's no getting out. Like, think about so many things. So let me get into how we got onto this Miami thing now. So honestly, I love Florida. So I fell in love with Florida like a long time ago. It wasn't just like the pandemic thing and like because they were open and nowhere else was and stuff. It wasn't just that. Like, I've been loving it. I've been going there, and I fell in love a long time ago. So, you know, that was one of my plans to go, and then there was all the restrictions and whatever, but I finally got to go. So I went like 2 times actually in 2021 now, last year. I went 2 times. And the second time I just got back last month. And the first time was in July 2021. But after the first trip in July, and by the way, I do my makeup really random all over the place, so don't try to look at me for guidance. Don't try to, I don't know what I'm doing. I just make it look good. That's it. I just make it look good. So anyways, it was after like July that like when I got back from the trip, it was like, I don't know, I started losing my mind for some reason. Like, I got back here, I don't know if it was the switch, the jump, I don't know, like the switch from like being free and being able to do whatever I wanted down there, and then coming back here and it was locked down. I don't know what it was, but something just wasn't right. Like, I just wasn't okay. So I was like, I need to go back there soon for a longer period of time. But see, like, when I said a longer period of time, I meant like 3 weeks, month max. But somehow I just didn't want to go home. Like, when the 3 weeks was approaching, I was like, I don't know about that. Like, it didn't make sense anymore. And so I originally went down the second time to shoot 2 music videos. Actually, it was 1, and then it turned into 2 because I was networking and meeting people and stuff like that. So I really went down there for music and to record and to meet up with like a producer I know down there and a whole bunch of things. So that's how like the trip started, basically. Like, I shot a video for my new song Time, and then I shot like another video for another song I have releasing and stuff like that. So, you know, it was really music oriented in the beginning, but when I decided to stay longer, I realized that like I was traveling for like a deeper reason. Like, I was down there for such a deeper reason than just music. Like, it was about music, but then at the same time it wasn't. It was about like networking, it was about growth, spirituality, like a whole bunch of things that I wasn't even thinking about. Like, I was like releasing so much trauma that had happened. Like, I got into one of the biggest fucking car chases in 2019, totaled my car and everything, did not make the news. I feel like I was recovering from that for a long time. Like, my car flipped over, everything got totaled, and like I came out okay. And I've been different ever since that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pretend. What's the point? I'm not gonna pretend. Like, I'm just not like that. So it's just kind of like I had to do a lot of reevaluation of my life before coming back into this shit online world. I had to do a lot of inner work. So I got to spray this on my face. That was like the first thing. Whatever. And yeah. I'm not gonna tell you all my plans and all my observations and everything, but I definitely had like some expansive growth, and I'm just like ready to share it with the world. Like, you know, one of my purposes is like uplifting people, and I think that's something that I really like. I really enjoy. Like, that's why I even like making music that's like about like motivating yourself and like grinding and stuff, because like I like to uplift other people. I like to motivate other people to get on their grind, because like we're here on this earth and it's just like can't just sit there and do nothing. Find something you like. If you like doing nothing and you love that, then do that. But if you're like anxious and you don't feel like doing that, then don't. Like, just do whatever you want. And I feel like the trip really taught me that. Like you really have to like, ooh, foundation is pretty good. But anyways, yeah, so all I have to say is that in the Miami trip, after the 3rd week, it was a movie. Like, I wanted to vlog it, but I couldn't even vlog it because I couldn't even fathom what the fuck was going on. I didn't even understand how I was still there and how I was still doing it. I was still paying my rent. I was still paying for where I had to stay. I was still paying for like all my other bills, everything, and I was down there. Like, I was living like 2 lives in one place. And then also too, like my family and everything too, they didn't even know I was gonna stay that long, because I'm just such a spontaneous person like that. And it got to a point where Christmas was approaching and they were kind of like, are you coming back? It's just funny. But at the same time, like, I was learning so much and I was networking with so much people, and I just got a new, better perspective on life. I don't really know how I feel about that right this second, now that I'm back in Canada with everything going on, but I'm glad that it could, like, you know, guide me, because I was losing my shits a little bit. I was losing my shits. I was thinking about shit I hadn't thought about since I was like 8 years old and shit, like. So it was just crazy. It was a lot. And I had to cut a lot of soul ties. I just had to do a lot of energy work. And those of you who are highly in tune, which is most of my fan base, I feel like, you just know what I mean. Like, energy work is so important, especially when, you know, you have to be surrounded by a lot of energies all the time and whatever, but it was just a lot. I don't know, there were so many things. Like, I saw Tory Lanez and Wendy's, you know what I'm saying? I saw Kodak at the gas station. And it was all just really casual shit. Like, I couldn't like really process what was happening. Like, the longer I was there and like actually just like living there were so many things that I realized that like seemed so like, you know, glamorous. Is really just, it's just chilling. Like, no one is gonna do these things for you. No one is gonna map out your life for you. Like, you have to do it yourself. And I really learned that. And like, I really, you know, did shit on a whim to the point where like I had no choice to walk with faith. And like, you know, some people may think like, oh, like that's stupid and da-da-da-da-da-da, but like how? Like, the time is now. Like, you know, people always want to talk about, oh, waiting until I have this to do this, or waiting until that. And like, I'm sorry, like I was one of those people that was gonna wait until the pandemic was done to travel. So I don't know. I wasn't just gonna wait. So I don't know. The time is now. Life is super short. Can't just like waste time. It's hectic. But yeah, stay tuned for new music, because I'm finally back with that, and that was a whole thing too. Like, not dropping music, that was hard, because like I kind of told myself like not to drop music too at the same time. So it was like, you know, I just know I needed that break. I didn't want to put up bullshit. I'm trying to finish up my makeup for the day, and then I will make a part 2 to this video, but this is what we're doing from now on. Like, I'm just keeping it real. That's what it's gonna be. I was thinking so long and so hard about like, you know, what I want to do with this shit and whatever, but like, honestly, the best way for me to do it is gonna be just to like keep it real, because I don't know what else to do. Like, I can't make up some facade for you guys. I can't make a big story. Like, I can't. It's just not me. So yeah, I didn't even do my makeup underneath here. Thank you for watching. It's your girl Ray Lovely. All my stuff to follow is gonna be below, so make sure you stay tuned for all my new content, because I'm just gonna be sharing my life a little bit more now. I lost my whole makeup thing, so I don't even have everything, so I don't even have the glow. There's a couple things I missed, but whatever. This is why I need a makeup artist because I don't really know what I'm doing. But yeah, this is what. But yeah, you already know what it is. It's your girl, Ray Lovely, and thank you for watching my YouTube video. I'm ready for the day, and you already know, let's get it.